A politician getting arrested in Trinidad is a rare occasion. It's so rare that statistically you have a greater chance of your co-worker bringing back your lunch bowl with the cover after they said they was just going to carry it home, wash it, and bring it back for you in the morning. But what actually happens is they wait for a little time to pass. Then suddenly your bowl arrives to work with bun pilau, a golden slice of zabaka, coleslaw, and the audacity of your co-worker to say the family bring back that bowl from America for them in a barrel. And that's exactly how politicians move when you think about it. Think about it. Number 8, Carlos John. Former UNC government minister Carlos John appeared in court charged with drunk driving. You see, back in July of 2018, the former Minister of Infrastructure and Development and Local Government was driving his Range Rover when a Nissan Caravan crashed into his vehicle near Massey Stores, and like a good, responsible, law-abiding citizen, he went to the Maraval police station to report the accident. Now, while at the police station giving his statement, officers detected a strong scent of alcohol on the breath of the former minister, and he was asked to submit to a breathalyzer test. When the test was given, he gave a reading of 79 micrograms per 100 milliliters of breath. And for the curious, the legal limit in Trinidad and Tobago is 35 grams. That's more than 2 times the legal limit. Now, if you're like me and you're wondering what are the things you do not do while drunk, I've compiled a simple list. Number 1, jumping into the bush. Number 2, trying to sit on a bench. Number 3, walking home while you live next to big drains. Number 4, going to the police station to make a report about an accident in which you was driving. Number 7, calling part up. Some things Trini women may not know is the sheer amount of dominance, influence, and control the Trinbagonian male masculinity complex exerts upon us at any given time. I mean, we can't do the same things women do with their mouth. For instance, eating a fig in public. Sounds simple, right? But a Trini man, it's not. We have to find all kind of workarounds for us to enjoy some potassium. Don't even talk about lollies and lollipops. So I could kind of understand what Pata was going through when they wanted him to blow. I mean, what are you supposed to do while you're blowing on that thing in your mouth? Watch the officer in his eye? Make a wish? Or just hope he doesn't bite his lips while you're blowing? I mean, okay, alright. That's not a good excuse. I don't know, alright? Let me just get back to it. Police testified that back in August 2012, Pata got into his SUV, turned on the flashing blue lights, and attempted to drive off, making things bad for people who have the authority to use blue lights to drive off on people and totally 100% not use it just to break traffic. Before that, police would also claim that they saw Pata drinking from a bottle of alcohol while leaving the Zen nightclub. And before that, partygoers would claim they saw him on the bar in the midst of the CO2 doing an impressive, fully choreographed dance to Cascadas every time we touch. That last part is not true, but for those of you who went Zen, you have to admit that CO2 was real bad. Number 6, Raj Singh.
Raj in his head, Raj not feeling well. Raj in his head, Raj not feeling well.
Raj Singh was a former local government minister and a senior member of the UNC political party. Prime Minister at that time, Pandi, would go on to call him his best minister. Now, there's a lot of things Raj did, so we're not going to cover it all, but instead we're going to give you a quick rundown on what he did. April 1997, he was charged with assaulting retired Assistant Police Commissioner Norton Regis during a traffic jam on the Solomon Hochoy Highway. A year later, employees with the Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation would accuse him of using his gun to intimidate them. the then Prime Minister Basil Pandi would order Singh to hand in his gun to the police for safekeeping. In October 1998, accountant Sohaila Omardeen reported to the Gasparilla police that Singh verbally abused her and threatened her to show her his gun. Singh admitted that he slapped his wife Leela once in their 14 years of marriage. So basically, when you think about Singh and you look back, Singh was like a gangster ahead of his time. All he was missing was a white vest, big long chain, and a big slave band. Well, we already know he had the big Glock on the dresser. Number 5, Anand Ram Logan and Gerald Ramdeen. So picture this. You're about to make a trip abroad. You're heading to the beautiful BVI, British Virgin Islands. You're already seeing yourself rock back on a beach in a Speedo or a man hammock, if you will, sipping a lime margarita. And as you're about to approach the check-in counter, you're carrying out your own mental checks to make sure you brought everything you need for your trip. Current passport, check. Neck pillow, check. Clean jockey shorts, check. Feed the goat, of course, check. Be arrested by officers of the Anti-Corruption Bureau who are investigating allegations of kickbacks and money laundering linked to high legal fees paid during your tenure as Attorney General. Check, 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 check. And as for Gerald Ramdeen, he did the big man thing. He heard there were warrants out for his arrest and he gave himself up. Unlike some people that have maintenance warrant out and they're running and ducking from the warrants man, he did the big man thing. And that shows he has integrity. Wait, what's that? He represented a client that was dead for 2 years and he never told the court? Well, that's a very integrity-like. In fact, that's like the opposite of integrity. That's integrity or anti-integrity. Yeah, that's it. That's anti-integrity. Yeah. Number 4, Basil Pandi, the man, the myth, the legend, Silver Fox in Parliament with a laptop. When the coup is over, that's when you wake him up. On May 31st, 2005, Pandi, his wife Oma, former UNC MP Carlos Jun, and businessman Ishwar Gabaran Singh were all arrested on corruption charges. It was alleged that Mr. and Mrs. Pandi both received $250,000 on December 30th, 1998 from Jun and Gabaran Singh for being awarded the contract to construct the Piako Airport Development Project. The Pandis and Jun were granted $750,000 bail, while Gabaran Singh's bail was set at $1 million. However, like a true red beret wearing rebel who's willing to sleep with the devil, mind you, Pandi refused bail and chose to remain in prison until June 7, 2005. That's when bail was reduced to $650,000, and the very next day, Pandi accepted bail and only spent about a week in jail. Yeah. Number 3, Jack Warner. Former FIFA Vice President Jack Warner would spend the night in jail after police issued arrest warrants for him at the request of US authorities for racketeering, fraud, and basically making FIFA 20 pay to win. Alright, he didn't have a hand in that, alright, but whoever is responsible and is the reason why I keep getting crap players when I open a pack, I hope you get extradited. Warner would appear before a Port of Spain magistrate and the charges against him were read. Bail was set at around $2.5 million or around 5 FIFA Ultimate Team Ultimate Packs, give or take. Warner, who was also the former representative for Chaguanas West, a seat he held under the UNC, would go on to contest it again in 2013 in a by-election under his newly formed political party, the ILP. He would emerge victorious and crush his nearest competition, Khadija Amin, by garnering 2 times her votes, something that shocked and awed many because it's a UNC-dominated seat and he's not, I'm not getting into it. Moving on. Number 2, Watson Duke. Having been released on $250,000 bail, minority leader of the Tobago House of Assembly and PSA president, and the man who would go on to discover Trinidad and Tobago had the worst inter-island postal mail delivery system in the 19th century.
Before 1910, before 1910, folks, when our relationship with Trinidad was just about 21 years old, mails, government mails, used to travel between Trinidad and Tobago via a rowboat. And many times, the rowboat and the rower will hit the bottom. You didn't hear me?
Watson Duke is before the court to answer the charge of sedition, but before that would have to visit the hospital 2 times and a 3rd time after being charged by the police. Sources will neither deny or admit the dreaded "I too good for police station-itis" was at work. He also has pending charges for rape, indecent assault, and disorderly conduct. Let me just say he wasn't the best Duke that Tobago has ever put forward.
Look, Your Highness, the new king is a U.S. The new king.
You cannot talk. One more word, and I will feed you to my children. I'm kidding, we are vegetarians.
And at number 1, Marley McDonald. Marley McDonald, Minister of Public Administration in the PNN-led government, who was arrested for 7 criminal charges, including misbehavior in public office, conspiracy to defraud, and money laundering. She too would contract the dreaded "I too good for police station-itis," which allows you to go to a hospital and to remain under the care of said hospital until you secure bail. Police charged Marley McDonald with her companion, Michael Carew, and several others after a 6-year-long investigation arising out of the disbursement of state funds from the Ministry of Community Development and Culture to help at-risk youth. Her affiliation with reputed Sealat gang leader
Mr. Burke
caused her to be fired by Rowley in 2017.
The Minister didn't even know I was there, and she hadn't invited me there.
You notice upstairs I have 2 persons upstairs. And you know why I invited them here? 2 of my constituents. They are from East Port of Spain, from the Sea Lots area. They represent the best of what East Port of Spain would have to offer.
And she had been fired once before for giving Carew a house while she served as housing minister in 2016. And that's it. Your top 8 politicians to ever get locked up in Trinidad and Tobago. Thanks for watching.